Welcome, listeners, to the podcast Eberron Adventures, a real D&D podcast set in the world of Eberron. Let's listen as we hear the adventures of 6 unique personalities: Skogar, a tall half-orc bounty hunter, fighter; Velma, a 5-foot-tall human rogue that's a journalist; Lukar, a male Lightfoot halfling sorcerer; Izuri, a Kalashtar cleric; Lissa, a human wizard; and Jack, a blaseball player with an undeclared major. They're all attending Windshire University as they develop and hone their skills to become adventurers and, dare I say, heroes. But lore and rules lawyers beware. We pick and choose rules we want to stick to, and the lore is freestyled. So let's jump right back into the action and listen to the newest episode of Eberron Adventures. So I Googled, what was it, icebreakers for your D&D characters? and I got some pretty good ideas. So I'm gonna give 3 questions, and we'll go around the virtual room, and you can all pick which one you'd like to answer. So the first question option is biggest mistake your character has made. Second option is, does your character regret a choice the party has made? Third question is, who does your character admire the most? Those are your options for your questions. And I really want to know which question Skogar would pick and what his answer would be.
Oh boy. Let's see. On the spot, I'd have to say Skogar's biggest mistake was when he first started out as a miner out in the swamps, kind of starting to study the land, study the earth out there, developing his map making skills. He went way out into the wilderness and did his business. When he finished up, there was nothing around him but these purple leaves.
Oh no.
And let's just say Skogar hasn't ever been the same.
Oh no.
Wow.
He doesn't like to talk about that, so that's out of character. But yeah.
That's grim.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to know that purple leaves means metallic metallic plants.
Yeah. Skogar's finding himself to be allergic to very many things, which I have a lot of them written down, by the way.
That's pretty funny. That's and also sad at the same time. Thanks for sharing. Lukar, what about Lukar? Which question is Lukar answering?
Lukar is also going to answer the biggest regret. And Lukar realizes that those weeks when he thought about multi-classing really wasn't a smart idea, that he really should have been devoted to his patron and really thinking about how he could, become the best sorcerer he could be. And now he realizes he's on the right path. So even though it was only a few weeks, luckily he doesn't feel like it took him too far off the path that he is meant to go on. And there you go.
Okay. If I recall, he was studying pretty hard in the last session or session before, as we were going around and talking about everybody was doing and during the break in between adventures. Okay, good. What about, so Velma, what question would Velma like to answer?
Well, apparently we're all burying our souls with our regrets. And
you don't have to pick
the
that
group
one.
therapy session.
It is. Well, we're all still drinking booze from the pub while we're bouncing along in the cab. But I do have a tendency to assume everything is nefarious, that every person I'm talking to is part of a bigger scheme, which of course I'm going to continue to do as we hunt vampires. But I still I suppose I could be more empathetic with the people that I'm interviewing, because sometimes they're just people. Okay, because, I step on toes. But I told you going in that I step on toes.
So a little
I don't
less,
know.
a little less
really
prickly is what you're saying?
Does it really regret if you're still going to do it? I just feel bad about it afterwards. Well, I should have been nicer to that kid. He was just a kid after all. And I pulled the mask off, and it was a fuzzy mustache. And it just looked like dirt on his lip, but that's all he could grow, I guess.
Wow. What about Azuri? What question would Azuri like to answer?
Azuri, knowing that this was, these little, private one-on-ones with the camera documentary style things that we're doing here. He says the greatest regret I have is when, and you're sure no one else is going to find out about this one, right? Yeah. Okay. It's when I ran away from home. I still couldn't tell you why I did it, but it was one of those, angsty teen vibe things. And I went and hid out in a church, an abandoned church a few miles away from home. And that's where I didn't know it, but that's where the Dreaming Dark were hiding out. They hid out in that church, and they thought I was trying to come and spy on them, and they tried to kill me. That's when Jace, the Dust Cleric, he came and he rescued me from him. He kind of helped lead me away from the church there and made sure I got to safety. But Jace died on the way. He was mortally wounded. He made me carry on his oath after that. There, he pulls out the piece of smoky quartz. This was his. The Warhammer was his. Feels really awkward to me, but I'm trying to carry on and do what he did and protect myself here. But it's really scary. But yeah, I have to live with that. That's definitely the regret I have.
Ooh.
That's heavy. What about let's go to so Jack, catch you up for a second, and then you'll go next. So the opener for tonight is there's 3 question options. So you will pick one and answer it as your character. But also I gave a warning to the rest of the group that since I am in a hotel, I'm on the 24-hour Wi-Fi cycle. So I might get kicked at around 9:15, 9:30, but then just need to sign back on, which should only take a minute or 2. So just FYI, in case I drop. Okay, so your three questions options are the biggest mistake your character has made. Does your character regret a choice the party has made? And who does your character admire the most? And those are your options. You could pick one and you could answer more than one if you want, but you have to pick at least one.
I mean, I think, the regret is last week, last time when we were figuring out that whole situation with the restaurants. I think the party regrets, it's not my regret, it's the regret of the party action, is that we didn't get our cut out of that, which we could have. And I guess, so maybe on my own personal regret of maybe choosing the wrong person to try to go with on that. But, I thought, Jack is here to learn, and he's learning some things. So that's his regret. What was the third question? Because I'm not doing the first one, that's for sure.
Who does your character admire the most?
Oh, who do I admire the most? I think, I don't know. He doesn't really have any heroes yet. So he doesn't have, he's still looking for that person to admire. He likes the professor that we went out with, but the first time around, Leaf Branch, what's her name?
Pine Feather.
Pine Feather, right. But we haven't done any classes with her recently, and She's never there during her office hours like she says she's going to be. So,
Wow.
I thought you would have said James Blazesmith, inventor of Blazeball.
There you go.
I mean, we're talking about Blazeball. I mean, I could go on and on about Blazeball heroes. There's, Babe Sooth, Hank Jaron, all the Blazeball greats.
I thought it was Blaze Ruth. No?
Oh, he was good too.
So, and last, but certainly not by intention, Lissa, which question are you answering?
She's gonna answer the regret. So, so she's really into mage breeding. She thinks it can be really awesome, but there is a reason her dad is like especially against it, and it's because of what happened to her poor cat, Gigi. So Melissa was doing a little bit of experimenting, and she's like, okay, I'm just going to make Gigi like better at clawing and better at biting because that's what cats do. And, heck, I also like flying things. So let's try like attach some wings. It'll be super cool. Well, something went wrong, and this cat went completely rabid. And it like tore up her room and then like dashed out the window right to the stables, to the horsies. And it made a mess in the stable. And by the time that she like woke up her family and they were able to get down there and put down that poor kitty, Gigi had already killed one of the horses. And Melissa is heartbroken about both her cat and her horse that she lost that night. And so now she's going to try to be extra careful with mage breeding, but she's still going to try it because she knows that it'll be worth it. But she does regret. She wishes she had been more careful.
So maybe you can do the opposite, and with your harpy that's in your sphere, you can take the wings off of it.
Right, I can tame it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make it less scary. Yeah.
So, all right, great. So that's everybody. All right, so let's pick up. I don't have my. I have the bare bones here to do what we need to do. So, anything else is going to have to get freestyled. So, as we left off last session, you guys pretty much all just said, screw you, Axford. We're out of here. We've got other stuff to do. We need to go. We need to take this payment we just got and go save this rich merchant's daughter from a life of vampirism, and so we're not going to hang out here anymore. And some of you had already left, so I believe like Skogar, and I want to say it was either Azuri or Lukar, just like up and walked out. Like didn't even wait, and I think everybody else was starting to do the same. So as you all walk out, let's see, let me roll a die and see out of the six of you who the last one is to walk out. So the last one to walk out is actually going to be you, Lissa, and you hear as you're walking, everybody's already outside. As you're walking out, you hear him announce Axford to the stage, and he comes up and he's like, and there's people clapping, and she's like, oh, well, it's time to welcome our newbie up to the stage, our friendly bard Axford. And he comes up on stage, and he's like, and he gets his electric lute and takes it from his back and flips it up to the front. And he's like, I was going to do a really cool song about some people that I thought were my friends and tell the stories of their heroism. But you know what? Screw them. And he starts playing like this like really aggressive, like shitty punk rock tune about getting treated like crap by your friends, and like how nobody wants to be his friend. And that's what you hear as you're leaving, is his aggressive.
Lissa just rolls her eyes and says, oh, artist, and she walks out the door.
You are such an only child.
Ugh, I'm so,
Exactly.
I'm so angsty. Ugh.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so you are, yeah. So you're in, you're outside of the tavern, and please hold as I pull up some stuff. I don't want to pull up the one thing yet, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll wait for that. So you come out of the tavern and there's like, I mean, there's taxi coaches, you know, running through the city, that pretty much are available if you just call upon one, if you want to take that mode of travel, unless you'd rather find a different way, whether it would be to get some horses, or if you just want to walk. Let me get a.
That'd be cool if we could get like these sending stones to just like go to somebody who's like able to give us a ride wherever we wanted to. We could just like type it into our sending, you know, our smart stones here. That'd be something awesome right there.
Almost like a ride that you could call upon, so to speak.
Yeah, something, you know, just to give me like a lift or something. That'd be uber cool.
Yeah. It was revealed last time that Jack has a smart stone too, right?
Yes.
Why don't you roll let's do this. So roll a D20.
Okay.
And if you can roll above let's say 12 or above, then you will be able to find something that might be helpful.
Oh, damn it. I rolled a 1.
So yeah, you open it up and you're like, God, I still don't really understand how these things work. This is just annoying me. So you do not access the SmartStone app store, so to speak. So
like you look at my emails and there's, you know, 1,255.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's all these notifications that I just haven't looked at.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. So anybody have any ideas about like what you how you want to start your travels? I'm looking to see, because I have it in here in my notes. I just got to find it. Last seen in the city of Askelios, northeast of Fairhaven, past Erexel, and believes the vampire may be hiding out in a cave system north of those places, just outside of the Whisper Woods. So you're basically going, you're heading to 2 towns over to Askelios, and just basically getting out and just hiking towards these caves that are just south of the Whispering Woods.
Well, we took some sort of bus to get here, right? Is there a bus that goes to through those 2 towns where we need to be?
Why don't you take out your you have a smart stone too, don't you? Yeah, you do. Roll a D20. Tell me what you get.
Man, I can't get the bus schedule on this damn thing.
2 bars.
It just 404 error. I don't know what that means.
So as you're saying this, you do happen to see a coach, like a minibus taxi coach, drive by you and stop at a stop that's about a block away as people are slowly starting to get off of it.
That's convenient. Let's jump on board, guys.
Yeah, that looks like the general direction we want to go.
Oh, we can ask the driver before we go.
Yes, and make sure we get the price before we go. We don't want to like get there and then find out we're overcharged, you know?
Yeah, so who's going to lead this conversation?
Well, I was just going to yell taxi like Dustin Hoffman, but that's 2 towns over. I can't afford that.
We got 300 gold pieces here. That's what 50 for you, right?
So as you're discussing, you see the driver. He's helping get the last couple bags out of the back area of the taxi for the folks that were in there, and he's getting ready to close it up and keep moving.
Good sir. Does this service take us to Escalion? Was that what his name was?
I'm not sure. I've heard of Askelios. I can take you out that way. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely.
How much would that be, a ride share? How much would that be?
Well, let's see. There's how many? There's what, six of you?
And we're Windshire University students. I don't know if there's like a student
But
discount.
Lucar's very small. Does he get like a children's discount?
I think Skogar makes up for him, though.
I know a halfling when I see one. Nice try. I'll tell you what. So I'd give you a student discount if I was taking you back to the university, but that's not the case. You guys are looking to go further out. Gonna go get into some trouble or something maybe. How about we say it's kind of a floating scale. Why don't we say like
Convenient for you, Mr. Bus Driver.
3 silver per person.
Oof.
Yeah, okay. I know. I thought this was going to be like a real skinning.
I mean, you pay for convenience around here. You know,
Right.
I mean that's how it
That
works.
sounds so bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It'll get us there quick. And maybe faster than other people who could be following us or anything. You know.
And the driver just kind of looks at you and he's like, oh, okay. And then he opens the door. And he's like, yeah, come on, guys, come on in. And you as you start to enter, it's basically looks very similar to the coach that you took to get here with Axford, but it's much smaller and it's more meant for like it is like Velma put it best, like a ride share kind of vibe. So it's just like a minivan or like a mini bus kind of deal, short bus sort of scenario as you all get on.
Party bus.
Nice.
He's like, yeah, do whatever you want. Just don't make a mess. And then he's like, all right, off we go. Yeah, should maybe take us about an hour, 2 hours tops to get there. It's a lot faster this way. He departs and you start to drive out of the city and you can see in the distance, the large building which is Crossco. And you head out of the city and you're going down the road towards the first city the first town, and he just drives right by it, like just you see it at a glimpse. You know, pretty small average town, nothing too special. And then you see Askelios in the distance after about maybe another 15 to 20 minutes. And did I mention he's actually going this particular coach is going quite fast, a lot faster than the last one. One would say that this one's got a little bit of a magical charge to it, which is enabling it to go a little bit speedier than what the average vehicle like this would.
Man, how lucky of us to find this particularly fast and magical coach. Lucar, look what I procured. Some Underdark tato skins from the bar. I managed to grab some before we headed out. You want some?
Of course.
It's made from Underdark potatoes and salts and all Underdark ingredients. I've never heard of such a thing, but it sounds interesting.
I love it. Bring it on.
Here you go.
I mean, you're saying Underdark. That just makes me feel like there should be some sort of a saving throw that he should have to make, but we'll let that one slide, I think.
They wouldn't serve it at a fine establishment if they need a saving throw. Besides,
fair, but
Lucar has put worse in his body.
that is true.
I should get advantage on all Constitution saving throws for eating stuff.
Right. Maybe you'll develop that in the future. He has been getting approached by some random students on campus because they've heard of his tales of consumption of different foods, and they want to start a weekly betting pool called What Would Lucar Eat, but they can't seem to get him on board just yet. So it's not.
I don't know. I think I'd go for that pretty quick because the answer is everything.
The problem is nobody wants to bid anything because like, what would Lucar eat? They're like, I'm not putting money down. Like they know Lucar would eat just about anything.
Lose.
So Yeah, and you talk about this, he hears you, the driver hears you talk about the technology stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, this is one of those new coaches. It's called a Nicola, and it's fueled by all of these electricity elementals.
Oh, okay.
But it also has this pretty unique crystal core that helps power it, which enables like it to sort of almost like it skips time a little bit in order to go faster. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I've the first few people that wrote in it, I made them sign waivers just in case of any personal, physical, mental damage to them. But there's really been no problem at all. Everything's been going pretty well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to report that this is that they should keep making these things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about the CEO though.
I mean, he's not, he's not the best by any means, but
it's weird.
Sir,
I have this
Sir?
app on my phone, and it just has keeps changing its name. It's really running.
while you're back here talking to us, who's driving the car?
It's like once again another great feature, and he's like this talking. He's like another great feature, and then he just spins around back towards facing the road.
You like the Total Recall taxi driver.
Yeah, exactly. So before you know it, you are on the other side of Askelios, and you've passed by that city. It's far smaller in all regards, but it still looks very nice from the outside. It's not walled in. It's pretty open. Lots of nice tall brick buildings and some really nice paved streets. Most of the streets inside these kind of cities are not as large city streets like you would see in modern day by any means. He says, so the driver's like, okay, well, if I take you to this, if we stop at this stop here, you got about another hour's walk to the north. Hour and a half at best if you're taking your time.
I mean, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
It's probably just past dusk at this point.
I mean, it's
if not later.
Clear vampire time. Is what I'm saying. It's like maybe a big mistake. Go. It's like this is like morning time for he's up and ready for his night. This vampire, he's gonna be up and maybe wait a few hours, get him tired out.
I'm pretty sure if there was an actual vampire involved, we'd all be doomed anyway. So just poke around, see what happens.
Fair enough. I'll let you pull off the mask, Velma.
I live for this.
So on that note, then are you just heading out in the evening to go to the caves?
Maybe we need who knows anything about vampire lore?
It's a great question.
Don't like mirrors?
Should we buy seeds, throw them on the ground, make them count them?
Is that a thing?
Witches.
That's witches? It's a thing. I think it's a thing.
I think it's a thing. From Sesame Street. That's why they had the count.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God.
He was literally compelled to count.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's due to his vampiric nature.
Vampires have OCD. Rice, anything on the ground like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All right, cool.
so
yeah.
do you feel confident enough?
Holy symbols.
With all this
Absolutely.
knowledge?
I feel completely prepared.
Did our cleric bring the holy symbols?
I have. I just have this dust quartz. There's not like a. It's my holy symbol, so maybe it's holy enough. I can try. I've never been a vampire before. Are we sure about this, guys?
No, this is perfect. This is a learning opportunity. I'm sure that you get some extra credit in your cleric classes.
We could just go back to campus and go to sleep in the dorms nice and early where we're safe.
But
we could have stayed and watched Axelrod, but I thought we were under some kind of sense of urgency.
Exactly. He said he would pay us more if we left right then and there. So
right? Yeah. I mean, he's already given us.
we can't back out on that now.
I mostly just wanted to get out of there. I didn't care where we went, but now I kind of care where we went because this is not.
Oh man, here's what you do. Instead of thinking about the blood-sucking vampire that's waiting for us in this cave system, think about all the cool stuff you could buy at that Costco store that we could buy when when we get paid even more than we've already just got paid. Like, think about it. I mean, talking like a bigger sending stone, smart stone, a bigger one of those, maybe a laptop one version of it.
More fiction books of that, like that guy you were reading.
Absolutely.
I do like books. Maybe even if there's enough, I can get one of those like smart stone reader things. They're like
Yes.
that ones that you can read books on. I've heard about those. They seem cool.
Absolutely. See, this is a good way to distract your mind from the fact that we are walking into the den of the vampire, as it were.
It was there, and then you said the vampire thing again, and now.
All right, well, maybe Velma needs to speak up about how there's actually no vampire then. Maybe that'll be more reassuring for you.
I mean, is there a chance there's not a vampire?
Absolutely.
There's always that chance.
Mm-hmm. Let's just go. I think thinking about it is making it worse.
Yeah, I mean, could be a lich, could be a wraith, could be a white.
Jack, that is not helping.
Oh, I'm just saying, there's like a chance. Like, I don't know.
It could be. I
don't know my undead from my undead
with a long beard, or
that's true. Elves are long-lived, right?
Yeah,
so
and
maybe
they
it's
have
like
pointy ears.
That guy's been in the caves for centuries. He's a vampire. Hey, he's just he's just an elf who just wants to get away from it all.
Exactly. Maybe we'll have some tea with him and
elves
talk about
like,
the misunderstanding.
Elves like wine. Maybe he drinks a lot of wine. It's like, oh, is that blood? Is that wine? I don't know. It's probably just a long-lived hobo elf,
or a
wino elf.
I'd be more scared without you guys. So maybe I follow along for a while. But we can always turn back, right?
Of course. If we're like, this is going to be too much, then we go back.
Just if your faith in your God doesn't protect us, maybe we'll turn around. I'm not putting a lot of undue pressure on you, but I'm just saying,
you're
that's
the one who can turn the undead.
Yeah, you're the cleric of the party, so
we need you.
Kind of your job in this juncture. That's what you're here for.
There's a lot of pressure, you guys. We haven't done. I'm still like learning and stuff. This is like we.
Slap him on the back. You got this.
All right, I'll take that slap on the back as you guys are going on the hike.
Do you have any other?
We had a bard here to grant him inspiration.
Yeah, do you happen to have an extra holy symbol on you?
Not anymore. You don't have a bard. So why don't let's see. How about I'm going to roll a d20 real quick. And oof. So as you're hiking along, you pass by, there's like a hiking trail that's rather wide that goes further away from the city. It's more almost like a dirt road type of trail, right? And it's sparse trees and forests. It's slowly getting darker and darker. I would say you can still see a little bit in front of you, but it is getting closer to night. What are you guys doing for light for yourselves?
Azuri does not require light. He has 300 feet dark vision.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm perfectly fine in the dark. No one.
Wow.
Okay.
That's good, because the one who'd be most afraid of the dark was probably Azuri anyway. So it's good that you can see 300 feet in.
So then, yeah. So then
see more dark.
so Azuri, you can see you can see
all the vampires.
You can see a rather decent sized cave in the distance in the trees. But you also catch a glimpse of a couple let's say like 2 pairs of eyes that are looking in your general direction, in some trees next to the caves.
Yeah, guys, there's over that way. There's a cave, and someone's watching us. There's something. We should just turn around and go. Maybe we can use that cab driver still. You know, he's.
Sorry, I
Are
can't
you
see
saying
anything.
that's 360 feet away?
Yeah, I can't see anything, man. Do you want me to light a torch? Take a closer look.
I am going to go ahead and another part of the class feature here. I'm going to take an action, and I am going to share my dark vision.
Wow.
Up to 4 creatures for 1 hour.
Wow. That's amazing.
one
So
of them
who are you picking? Who's getting screwed out of this deal? That's what
I would
wanna
like
know.
some dark vision.
Who are you picking, Azuri?
Oh gosh, I feel like who would Azuri not share dark vision with?
Wait, does anyone else have dark vision?
I
Or is
have
it
dark
just
vision.
Azuri?
Just
I have
regular
dark vision.
Okay.
Okay, knowing
It's,
that it'll be everyone but Skogar. So everyone but Skogar, you know, for the next hour, share in my superior dark vision.
Oh my God! Look at all these creatures. This is awful.
Whoa.
Look at the size of the damn
God.
moth.
It's
Are those
full of
always around?
stars.
You did get those dark vision knit hats, some of you too, but it's only 15 feet.
That's only 15.
But just a reminder of these wonderful things that you come across. Don't
Did I
forget
write
to
that down
use
in my
them.
inventory?
I think I
Skogar
got the
kind of a-
gloves.
I got the glove.
Skogar
Mhm.
kind of adjusts his crotch a little bit.
Oh, no, wait. I did get the hat. I see it. I did write it down.
That's just
Bill.
making your area warm. It's not really.
Yeah.
It's not helping the dark vision out, especially because you already have it anyway.
It's like he's still got his leather pants on, so it's like squeak. You can tell he's like
Yeah.
sweating in there.
So it just kind of looks like you're either like you're swollen, something's going on, or
Yeah.
or you're packing, whatever, however you want to look at it.
It's in the eye of
So-
the beholder.
Yeah. So
There's beholders here? Oh no.
so why doesn't let's see, anybody so yeah, Azuri already knows this, but anybody can do a perception check if they so choose.
And
I
I'll
will.
point towards the cave for everyone and be like, it's over that way.
Damn it! I rolled another one.
Mr. Jack.
I perceive whatever.
I got 17 total.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
I got much higher than that.
Anybody over a 12 is going to see that they're going to easily make out the cave. Jack, even you see the cave because it's pretty obvious, especially because you have Azuri's dark vision. But what anybody under a 12 does not see is the 2 pairs of eyes that are looking at all of you and blinking slowly in a patch of trees next to the cave. Lucar, you said you got a pretty high. What'd you get?
Well, perhaps
Over 20.
You also hear growling. A growling noise that sounds familiar to you as well. It's not like a strange like monster type creature. It's more of a standard woodland creature type noise. Something you would maybe have run into in your travels. Yeah, so there's a cave ahead of you guys. Probably about 90, 120-ish feet ahead of you. And these sets of eyes to the left of that. What are you going to do?
let's try to stealth and
Okay. Do you have is this just you stealthing? Or are you encouraging everybody to?
I'm going to cast mage armor before we go.
Same.
Okay.
I am going to stealth.
I will also stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you roll?
How about I
Tell me
got
what you-
22?
Not surprised.
I'm
16.
not being stealthy, so that is 12.
15.
Okay.
Of course, I don't know what I'm stealthing for. I don't see anything. But I guess I'm just stealthing up to the cave.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that, so the lowest roll was a 12? Okay. And it's not just me, right? Velma's not like we can't hear
Right.
Velma.
Can you hear me now?
There you are.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know what keeps happening.
So Velma, what's your stealth roll?
14.
Okay.
So stealthy we can't hear him.
All of you managed to successfully pass by these two sets of eyes stealthily because their perception was insufficient. Lucar, you as you get closer, you recognize them to actually be dire wolves that are just kind of in the woods, hiding, lurking. And you are all able to approach the entrance to La Cave. And that's now it's time for the screen share. And we're going to start you guys out right here in area number 1. All right, so there's a cave entrance with some stone outcroppings around it. If anybody takes a second to look down, you can see multiple pairs of footprints going into the cave, varying sizes. A couple pairs of footprints that are quite slender and small, and then some a little bit larger, more like grown male boot size footprints going into this cave. And so as you walk into this dark but not dark to you cave, and you see a narrow pathway leading further into the tunnel. As you enter area number 1, you see the cave floor is hard clay and dirt, and yeah, that's what you see. And you see a path ahead of you.
If I do an investigation check of 20 on the footprints, can I identify separate individuals and get a rough count of how many there will be?
Yeah. What did you roll?
That was 20.
Oh wow. Then yeah, I would say that you see that there are let's call them 6 pairs of footprints. One of which is most definitively female, that you can tell based on your level of perception, and you can see the rest are varying adults, assumed male, but not 100% for sure.
Hey, Velma, just remember that vampires don't make footprints. I've heard that. I think it's lore.
Well, why would you make a footprint if you could just float everywhere?
Right?
But however, vampires do like dire wolves, so
But
little bit of one, little bit of B.
I don't see any dire wolves.
Yeah, where are the dire wolves now?
Oh, good. Sure thing. Okay.
They're outside.
I never saw them.
We've succeeded in entering without them coming after us, or is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. That is.
Let's just remember that they're out there if we have to make a quick retreat.
Don't worry. And I reach into my vest and pull out 2 big stakes. We'll be fine.
Those are not going to be here when we get out.
You're right.
He didn't say he was going to leave him. Maybe he's going to eat him.
Maybe the bones.
We don't have to outrun the wolves. We just have to outrun the guy with the 2 big stakes.
And only a 25 move per turn.
Yeah. So which way? So you're in here in area number 1. Velma, you also notice that the cave walls are quite damp, and you can see signs of fungus littered into patchworked into the walls.
Do you think Lucar will eat them?
Yeah.
So as you proceed to go
I'm
forward,
not taking that Lucar bet.
you see that you can take a turn to the left, or you can go into an open area that's to your right.
Well, let's check out this open area first, with it being open.
Yeah. You see that there's 4 boulders in a square configuration. square-ish, in the center of the of where those 4 boulders are, you see a charred circular area on the ground.
Zuri, maybe that's a ritual that you should look into. Like, not for you to do, but see what it was.
I think Azuri's too. I think Azuri's buried deep in a book of some sort at the moment.
I'm very nervous about this, you guys. This is.
I'll go with you. And I make my way to, like very stealthily try to sneak by that first thing, and I move up to the boulder, kind of keeping my. Is there any ambient light in this cave, or is it completely dark? Am I seeing anything else? Deeper within the cave? Any other?
The ambient light is pretty minimal. The dark vision's what's helping you out right now.
Listen, there's nothing around. I don't think vampires see in the dark. Don't. I think we're good. There's nothing around.
What? I thought they were like bats, and they had some sort of sound hearing. I don't know. I read it in the book.
Well, yeah, they could hear very well. They don't see in the dark.
So then why are we talking? We could just be quiet.
Can I poke my head into 3 to make sure nothing's coming out at us while we're hanging out in 2?
Yeah, you can.
Thanks.
So I just had to read and see what was in there. So you poke your head in and you see you see an empty area, but with 4 boulders in this area as well.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out sort of in between 2 and 3.
So right here in the middle, in the little
closer to 2, so I can see what's going on.
So the entrance of the
perfect
of the little cavern or the little pathway going to the area marked 3. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Skogar will go with Lukar and kind of walk up to the boulder. But
okay. So you're going up. Are you going over to here to the first boulder and in number 3?
Well, Skogar living his life in mines, he would be interested what these outcropping of rocks would be and why weren't they mined away. There must be something unique about them.
Right. So are you looking at the ones here, or are you going towards
up in
number 3?
So I'm with. Okay. I was going up that way with Lukar.
Okay. Yeah, Lukar's staying here because he's holding post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I say it looks pretty empty in there, Skogar. I got your back. So I'm keeping my eyes. I'm looking back and forth between 2 and 3.
Okay. So then Skogar is heading in that direction. We have Jack. Yeah, we have Jack and Azuri heading towards. Azuri reluctantly heading with Jack towards the chart center in amongst all these boulders, and Lissa and Velma still have the opportunity to do something or join with people or whatever.
To be clear, these female I'm sorry. To be clear, these female tracks are headed towards 1.
No, they were not headed towards, headed away from, going further into the cave.
Oh, I just I want to stick to that track because I believe that she may be the merchant's daughter.
Okay, so
carried away by brigands.
Okay, that's fair.
And Lissa is gonna follow Velma.
Okay, that's cool.
Split that party. Split it 3 ways.
3 ways. Okay,
there we go.
That's cool. That's fine. So we're gonna start with Jack and Azuri first.
So there's this charred center between the 4 rocks.
Yes, correct.
Azuri's gonna go up to it, sort of as Jack pulls him up there, and he'll be like, "There's something I can try. Do we think this was a campfire, or is this something? Or is this something else?"
I don't know. I thought maybe it was a ritual thing. Let me do some investigation, see if it's a campfire. I'll let you know. That's that's a 11 on my investigation.
As you're doing this, Azuri's going to be like, we learned something about this in school like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. And he will start to do a ritual detect magic. So that's going to take 10 minutes. And he's going to see magic here.
Okay. So you work on the ritual, Jack. Your investigation really just shows you that the charred area in the center is not from like a campfire. And that's really all you can surmise. So Skogar, you're gonna you're heading into 3 and you're going towards this first boulder right here. And let's see. What do you want to do with that rock sitting there?
But he's going to inspect it and see, in particular, like why was this rock not mined out? What's with this particular rock?
I would say if you really want to go in depth, you might want to do investigation.
That is going to be, let's see, 13.
Okay. You see that there's nothing really special about this big boulder. However, you can see past the big boulder to the smaller ones, and you can see the ones that are closest to you, the two of the 3 small ones that are closest to you. You can actually see that in the ground there's a path. Like it looks like the boulders had been pushed into this lineup. So each boulder has a slightly different path in the dirt of the direction it was pushed or pulled or moved. So that's what you see. Now we're gonna go to Velma, and so Velma and Lissa. Velma, where you want to head? You want to go where you've seen the footprints and follow that direction?
Yes, I want to follow the footprints. I don't want to like split the party though. So
okay. Well, conveniently enough, the footprints
of the other 2.
Well, the footprints head into area 3 where Skogar is, and you'll pass by Lukar as you walk in that direction.
I whisper to Lukar that I think she was taken in this direction.
Well, that's the way we should go then.
And we'll do a little bit of fast forwarding for the sake of your detect magic ritual. And Azuri, you note that upon completion, whatever it is that detect magic does, that maybe it make the objects glow or whatever. Or
I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If I sense magic this way, I can use an action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and I can learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay, so yeah, so you notice that all of the boulders in that area are magical.
Ooh, and
so the boulders emanate the most magic, and then it's like as you get to the center where the charred area is, it's like just like sort of like just a smattering, if you will, of magic.
Okay, and what school of magic? I sort of pick and probe at the boulders just a little bit and try to figure out what school of magic this might be.
So since I don't have a table of the different schools of magic in front of me, I'm going to just go with dark.
Okay. Look at Jack and just go, this is some sort of dark magic here. I don't think we should be here. This is not good.
That's probably good because we should be going this way. Velma thinks that this is the way she went.
Yeah, I just think when you say dark magic, it's like it's a dark cave. It's just like it's not very light. I think it's less of the dark and that sense, more dark and just the lack of light, because it's dark in here, right? I mean, it's not no judgment on what type of magic. That's what I feel. Don't worry about it. Let's go find what Lucar's talking about. We'll keep that on a back burner.
Do we?
But you didn't know like any rituals, like any type of like holy rituals? You think it's a magic ritual?
I don't know. I don't have like a way to purify it or anything. But this is not like healing magic or anything. I don't think it'd feel like a warm fuzzy hug, whatever it does. This is.
Well, I can tell you that it's not a campfire too. So I mean, who knows what the hell is going on here? Is there any like symbols on the ground, or is this charred on the ground?
Just charred on the ground.
I mean, maybe they call it a demon or something. Devil, demon. I can never tell which one's which. I haven't taken that course yet. I think that's more for upper levels, you know. Listen, you did great. You figured out what kind of magic is. You're doing fine. You're doing great out here. Just keep it up, man.
And Azuri.
For like 10 minutes, I can see the magic stuff. So if we see any more of it, I'll let you know. But the exit's that way. We could just go back.
Azuri, upon that spell, like upon that ritual, having the opportunity to do a little bit more work, you now have narrowed it down that it is actually necromancy.
That's maybe even worse than just dark magic.
Wait, oh yeah, that's worse. Yeah, that is worse. Yeah.
There's.
I really can't sugarcoat that one.
That's just worse.
Yeah, that is bad.
So are you guys gonna head with the rest of the group then and get out of here? Is that what I'm vibing on?
Yeah. I'm like, we should find everyone else and let them know. The one good thing about necromancy magic, if there is a good thing about it, it means there might be undead, and I think I can do something about that at least. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. There's the upside to necromancy magic. I found it.
There you go.
Let's go find everyone else.
Yeah, so you're all in area number 3 with these 4 boulders. And Skogar, do you share what you discovered with the rest of the group about these boulders?
Yeah, look at these. They drug these into position over here. He slaps this one.
So he like touches it.
Yeah, like this one here, the first one.
Yeah.
Yep. As you touch it, like as you smack it, like you see like a quick little purple flash happens as you smack it.
What was that?
Is that supposed to happen? You're the rock guy.
No, I hadn't seen too many rocks that spark magic.
I saw some bioluminescent. Sorry, I didn't see it bioluminescent. I saw some fungus outside. I wonder if there's bioluminescent fungus on this one. Maybe that's what you did.
Gross.
Jack, you're muted if you're talking.
I've heard about that, right? Sometimes you just flick it and it'll just like light up, right?
Hit it again. What'll happen?
Skogar gives it a hefty kick.
And it does another purple flash again.
He kind of like, can he knock it over? How big is it?
I would say it's sort of like, it's not really top heavy. It's kind of like almost like conical, if you will, in shape, right? So
okay.
It's wide on the bottom and narrow towards the top.
Well, he gives it a good kick.
All of them are like that.
If something happens.
Why don't you roll a strength check for me?
All right. Oh, 18 on the die, and we'll bring that up to 21.
All right. For some reason, you just put a little extra oomph on that kick, and that boulder slides across the dirt back to where it was from where it slid from originally. And as you do that, that boulder starts to glow purple.
That was cool. Should I try it again?
Same boulder or a different one?
A different one. Let's see what color this one is. He gives it a kick. Ooh,
It's also
pretty good. Hot
it's
streak.
also purple.
So he kicks the next one for 19 total.
Damn, dude. So that one
It's 18 and 16 on the
moves
die.
into place and glows purple as well.
Can we go 3 for 3? Uh-oh. 13.
You, although this one kind of makes your foot sore a little bit. You do manage to kick it into place, and as you do that, that one also glows purple. And now all three of these boulders are glowing purple, and then the purple. Now that all of them are glowing, the purple color gets even deeper and more like a deeper, darker purple and more vibrant, right? And then you can hear the energy coming off of them, as it sounds like loud power lines outside, or it's like, and it might behoove you to make a dex save, let's say.
All right. Hey, also pretty dang good. 19 on the dex save.
So you, for some reason, you think to yourself, you know what? I probably shouldn't be in the middle of all these things, and you step out of the way just as this large beam of purple energy goes into the center of on the dirt of all of the boulders, right? And as it hits the dirt, this ball of purple energy appears and just it starts to grow. It grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it goes. And it's like, and the electronic noise is getting louder and louder and more fuzzy and crackly, and then it sort of pops like a bubble, and in place of that, you see two fully armed bullywugs that look at you all like with wide eyes, and they're like, and they hold their weapons out, ready to attack. Roll for initiative, please.
Holy crap.
I have a 23.
Dang, dude.
Huh.
Right, 23.
7.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
12 for Skogar.
Okay.
2 for Zero.
Oh
2.
no.
Okay.
Oh no.
And
Azuri just looks at this and he has some flashbacks to a dream he has and just goes, it's purple. It's purple.
Melissa smacks you on the back.
What did Jack get?
17.
Okay.
Purple.
Nice.
Purple. You're looking for purple.
Purple.
All right. So
Looks like gray to me.
Luca, that means you're going to go first, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
2
Sounds
Bollywogs, Billywogs,
bullywugs.
Bullywugs,
Yeah.
Bullywigs.
Yes.
I am going to shoot a ray of frost at the one that's closest to me.
Okay, let's call that one number 1.
Well, that's original. I got a 15 to hit.
I don't know. You want me to call him freaking Jose or some shit?
Well,
Jose,
You don't
they
know his
got
name?
sweaters like
Yeah,
numbered sweaters like thing 1 and thing 2.
Guy on left.
Don't name them, then I'll feel bad about
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Frost raising Jose.
All right. So what did you roll there?
A 15 to hit with a ray of frost.
That is a hit. What is the wonderful damages that you do?
I did 6 points of frost damage.
All right.
Any way you can indicate like where we are on the map? I'd like to like move.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So like, imagine if you would, so these boulders have formed a triangle, right?
Yeah.
So like one goes here. They've all formed a triangle here. The 2 creatures are here, like right in the center of those triangle, and they're starting to venture out. And then the rest of you are sort of kind of here in like almost like a semicircle type cluster.
I'm gonna back
That sounds
up a little
reasonable.
bit.
So maybe by the bigger boulder.
No, I think further, like more directly south.
Okay,
I
so
don't want
like
to be by
here.
the open air. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, by the south wall. Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Sure. Okay. And then we are gonna go with Bullywug on the left / number 1 is going to it's going to attack it's going to take a spear, the spear that it has in its hand. It's going to throw it at Skogar's direction. But I'm guessing that a 10 does not hit you, Skogar,
No.
even though you do not have your armor on currently.
Yeah, no. And I'm very glad you threw a spear at him because he's just walking around with nothing.
Oh, perfect.
I was like,
There you go.
please let it be me.
Maybe you if you want to try to be slick and do a dex save, you can see if you can catch it.
So he does try such. Oh shit. 17 on the die plus 2 is a 19. I'm no monk though, so it's not gonna be cool if I do it.
I think. Do we lose Bill?
Oh, that's our time, huh?
That's
I
it.
think,
Yeah.
I think
I think it actually does look cool. It's like you leaned a little bit forward and threw your hands up, and now there's like a weight bar behind your
Yes.
over your shoulders.
I love it.
Hey, Velma, you saw me with those rocks, right?
That was awesome. How did you know to start pushing them around?
I don't know, man. I think maybe I might be like a rock wizard. Is that a thing? Can you be like a rock wizard?
We're gonna have to find out back at the academy.
Yeah.
Would they be the geologists? Are they wizards? Or are they just nerds?
I don't know, but I think I have magical powers. Maybe I'm a wizard. That I, only can cast spells on rocks.
I've never seen anybody turn a rock purple.
All I know is when are we gonna get to fucking play Blaseball?
Right?
It's gotta happen, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I have high hopes for
There's
this.
got to be an intramural league that we could look into.
I mean, like life is Blaseball, right?
Like
I mean,
B team blaze ball. You play with a beer in one hand, right?
Are you coming up with the side rules for Blaseball yet, Jack? Or, Jack, Chris.
I think my scholarship like forbids me to actually play other Blaseball anywhere else. I think so. I'm not sure if like an intramural league. I don't think I can do that. Scholarship
I think they're
wise,
redshirting you for freshman year.
That could be a good one shot. Like if he's not going to be here 1 week, somebody can try to make up the rules for Blaseball, and then you play an
That'd be
opponent
awesome.
as a team, because it'd be kind of a sidestep.
That would be really fun.
I think-
like a teachers versus students game.
I think I probably have to come up with something now.
I did look up some like D&D style like games. Like there's a few of them for like football style. You can reflavor it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. None of them look like they would be easy to pull off.
Hello.
Yeah, you just make some saving throws and he's back.
Yay.
Yeah, see, I figured as soon as like all of a sudden I saw I was the only one moving, I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Yep.
That's not true. You are the one who you're the only one who wasn't moving.
I mean, yeah, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, right? Okay, so let me turn that back on. Screen share. All right, great. Back in the action. So where we left off, Jack, you were going to do something, right?
No, we left off with Skogar grabbed that spear out of the air and looked really cool doing it.
Oh, did he?
And instantly gained 1 level in monk.
Right. And also he's a rock wizard now.
Yes. Officially.
Geologists are rock wizards, is what we determined.
Yep. The spells only work on rocks.
So he caught a spear. Well, is what I'm hearing. Got it. Good. That's cool. Okay, so Jack, yeah, it's your turn in initiative order, I believe.
So number 2 hasn't done anything, correct?
That is correct.
I would then love to, I guess, use a disengage action, then run up to number 2. So, I don't know if that runs by number 1 or anything like that.
I mean, they're like next to each other, like left to right kind of thing.
All right. Well, anyway, in any case, I will go ahead and attack number 2, who has yet to go, and that is going to be, I believe, a 23 to hit him.
That is for sure a hit.
Yeah. So that's 23 with the sword here, and that's going to be for 18 points of damage.
That bullywug's like, oh, as you trounce it with your sword.
What's up?
And it upsets him to the point where he decides he's going to take his spear and he's going to swing his spear at you, and that's going to be for a 17 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a hit.
And it was done with 2 hands for a grand total of 6 points of damage. Okay. Piercing. And then after he does that, he's going to jump towards you and try to bite you. And that's going to be a 13 to hit.
13 is a miss.
Okay, so he misses with his bite and sort of lands next to you. And it is now Skogar, your turn.
Skogar takes his freshly gifted spear and run towards the injured bullywug. Run towards the other bullywug and jab at it with the crap. He kind of goes completely wide right with 8 to hit.
Yeah,
that's no idea. It's just like he's so unfamiliar with this weapon. He rebalances himself.
That's a pretty brutal miss. Plus, you're not really used to running in your leather pants, so you're a little bit like, like having a hard time trying not to like catch anything as you're running. And it is now going to be Lissa's turn.
All right, Lissa digs into her yellow bag and she pulls out her spear, her mage eater spear. And she's like, all right, time to see what this harpy can do. And she throws it and she says, I choose you, harpy. And that's her action. So the action to take it out, and then next turn we'll see.
Okay, so it's like flying through the air, and it's all glowy and like electric, like static is like kind of shooting off of it as it's flying through the air, and this really 16-bit like rock music is playing in the background, right, as it's flying. Yes. And Velma, it's your turn.
All right. Bullywug number 1 is still alive, I assume.
Yes, they both are.
A little pissed off.
Yes.
I'm actually just going to interrogate him.
Okay.
I should be no. Number 2. I'm going to interrogate number 2 and ask him, who does number 2 work for?
You're gonna ask him you're asking number 2 who number 2 works for?
Yes.
Okay.
In common, I don't think I speak Bullywug.
Okay. So you say
Again,
that.
I'm not going to immediately attack anybody.
So you say that, and the bullywug just looks at you and goes, and starts to like brandish its weapon at you. Okay, Lucar.
It doesn't take anything to like draw weapons next round.
Right, Lucar, you're up.
I'm doing another ray of frost.
With a little ray of frost. Okay.
I'll do it on number 1.
Did Azuri ever get to go if he's doing it again?
Oh wait, what did you roll? Oh, 2. You rolled so low, I didn't even put you on the list.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, Lucar, never mind. Sorry, pause. Azuri, your turn.
Azuri, on number 1, he's going to go ahead and bring down a sacred flame. So number 1 is going to have to make a dex saving throw.
15.
Had to beat a 14. He's fine.
Sweet. The bullywug's like, "Brr!" And you kind of like laugh. He laugh ribbits at you. Now, Lucar, cast your Ray of Frost at
I got
number
an
1.
18 to hit him.
Okay, you hit him.
And I do 12 points of damage with the Ray of Frost.
Okay.
My perceptive classmates might notice that this Ray of Frost seems more powerful than usual.
The bullywug goes and like rubs like kind of like rubs himself because he's chilly and also hurt. It's his turn, and he's going to run towards. He's going to like leap towards Skogar and try to bite him. Ooh, and that's going to be for a 18.
That'll hit.
It's going to be a whopping 2 bludgeoning damage with this fearsome bite. Yeah. So you, Lucar, rewinding briefly. Lucar, why don't you? Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
It's a dirty 20.
As you cast the spell on number 1, you actually notice that number 1, you can actually see like a name tag on his tunic, and it says hi, my name is Greg. And that's just a little nuance that you notice. And Jack, it's your turn.
Ask me about necromancy.
Right.
Is anybody melee engaged with anybody?
Oh yeah.
Skogar is.
Mm-hmm. Skogar is kind of with both of them, I think.
Well, then,
actually.
if he's engaged with one or the other, I'll just keep going at 2 then.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's going to be 24 to hit him.
Jesus Christ. Okay. That's a hit.
14 points of damage.
Okay. Are we sticking to the non-lethal unless otherwise specified? Or no? Or are you specifying lethal?
No, that's fine. I'll clunk him on the head and knock him out if that's what we're doing.
You have sufficiently knocked him out. Number 2 is out of play.
And then I would love to. No, that's fine. I'm fine.
And then you see, you actually notice on that bullywug's tunic, he has a name tag that says, "Hi, my name is Kurt."
I bet that hurts, Kurt.
Ooh, and Skogar, it's your turn. One's left standing.
He's gonna take a jab this time. Oh shit! Critical. With the new spear, that he like grabs it and he's like, yeah, that's where you hold it.
Okay.
Stabs through, and since he is a half orc, he rolls an additional damage dice on critical with what is it called? Savage Strike.
Okay.
I'm assuming a spear is a D6. So that is 7. And it's a simple weapon, which he'd be proficient in, so that'd be a +2, 9 points of damage. On the
you got a nat 20. Did you get a nat 20 though?
Yeah.
So you get the max damage plus what you roll.
Oh, okay. So that's 6 + 4 + 2, 12.
Shouldn't it be more than that? So wouldn't it be the 12 plus the 9?
Plus the 9?
Because you rolled something first, did you not?
Oh, I mean, I roll for the spear. I roll a D6,
right?
And so that's automatically a 6. And then I roll the 4 on the dice, so that brings it up to 10, and then my proficiency brings that up to 12.
Oh, got it. You already combined them.
Yeah.
Okay. So
with the greatsword, he was hitting a lot higher.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. So yeah, you throw the spear.
No, I jab.
Okay, so you jab and you have successfully taken out number 1. Are you also non-lethaling?
I guess, but I don't know how I do that with a spear. So I guess he
use the butt of the spear.
Yeah, he whips it around. Oh, use this end, like a club. Whack,
Okay.
whaps it on the head,
Okay.
knocks it out.
So you successfully knock it out. And so we are out of initiative order for the time being. And let's say your turn, the sphere opens up, it hits the ground and opens up, and the harpy comes out screeching like and flying. And it's like right in front of you, like looking at you like with this like crazy face, and it's just like it doesn't know what to do, like it's just kind of hanging out.
Lissa hesitates. She's like, "Oh man, the monsters are all dead.
Awkward.
Return next time. We got
So
this."
you have to roll, right? Or it has to roll or something. There's something that
yeah.
I think
so,
initially like it has to. So a roll has to
right.
happen.
There's a charisma saving throw that I should make. And if the user attunes to the ball, then they gain advantage. I mean, I've had this for like a month. I had to have attuned to it, right?
You picked it up in the vehicle to the.
Well, so yeah, that's the thing. Do I have to attune to the ball after I catch the monster? Or
No, you would
Attunement's
attune to
an
it
hour.
beforehand.
okay. So yeah, I just, I'll try it. So
All right. Does it list a DC or no, or is it?
yes,
against-
DC 15. I got
Okay.
a 17. So
Okay.
whew.
So the harpy's like, and kind of like looks a little apprehensive, but then just kind of as the beam comes out of the ball, it just kind of takes its wings and goes like this, and then it just goes and gets sucked back into the ball.
Lissa picks it up and she was like, "That was so cool. Kind of terrifying, but so cool."
Okay. So, yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
We need to tie these fellows up, and perhaps we won't push any more boulders into a triangle.
All right.
Seems legit.
So you're going to tie him up, or are you going to put him?
That was just going to leave him laying against the rocks.
Okay. So you tie him up and put him up against
We got to be quick now, though.
the glowing boulders, and I'm assuming you want to head and which do you want to go back from which you came, or you want to, because
We're following
Velma,
footprints.
if you're
Right.
following footprints, then they're going in this direction.
Yeah.
Right.
towards the
So
new
we're going to
area.
probably have to hurry up now that we've encountered some guards. I will say that I've never heard of vampires hanging out with bullywugs, so that's something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head
Stilgar
into
grabs the extra spears too.
so now Skogar has 2 spears, and you head into area number 4. You see it's a small open area. As you walk in, you can see there's a bunch of debris and garbage in this area. Anyone want to kind of search around through that stuff,
Oh,
or
I
just keep
can-
going?
I can investigate that right up.
Okay.
Is there any
Do
like empty bottles of blood or anything, for instance?
Well, you want to roll?
I rolled poorly. That's 14.
Oh, okay, that's not too poor. You just see that it's a ton of like food and candy wrappers.
Zuri is also going to go ahead and take a glance, and assuming it hasn't been 10 minutes since he cast his detect magic, is going to see just if anything's glowing in the pile.
Nope.
Okay.
Lucar, you recognize some of the wrappers on the ground of some snacks that you actually really enjoy, and you're just kind of bummed that there's no snacks there. They're just eating snacks
Yeah.
because you're starting to get You're already starting to get hungry. I mean, it's been a whole hour and a half since, or I'm sorry, 2.5 hours since you had those Underdark potato skins, and you're starting to get a little bit grumbly, some might say hangry for a halfling. You want to keep going? Because the footprints continue on.
Yes.
Okay. As you come down to this area here, number 5. You see an opening. So you see a path that goes to the right, and you see a path that goes forward. And then in the distance, you can hear some grumbling noises coming from the path to the right. What would you like to do?
Keep going to the right then.
I was going to say, somebody lead this party, damn it.
I kind of like nudge people forward.
So you want to go towards the right?
Yes.
Okay. So you head down a long pathway that just ends up kind of wrapping around.
I knew we should have gone left.
Wrapping around, and it looks like you're coming into the same area that you would have gone to potentially if you had gone straight.
So where do the footprints go?
So the footprints just kind of go around and then back.
They head out?
Yes. So in area number, what's labeled as area number 6, you see an open space. There's 2 cots, 2 chairs, and a table. And then, unfortunately, along the back wall, you see what appears to smell like a bathroom waste bucket. And then the table is covered with more food wrappers.
Can I investigate more closely, especially to see if the walls are solid walls throughout?
Sure.
I got a 17 for perception.
They're super solid.
Anything of interest in the bed?
Nope.
All right. Well, who's our tracker who's tracking these footprints and didn't notice them leading out before leading in?
That would be Velma, who, based on
I was just following the girl's footprints. I wasn't like looking at all the footprints in the sand. Other than that,
so the girl's footprint, the woman's footprints, the girl footprints, they wrap around and essentially go back out from whence you came.
So let's follow them out the way we came and see where they go.
Okay. So
are the guys still tied up at 3?
You head back all the way through here, through to number 3. Those 2 guys are not there; they are gone.
Fuck. Excuse me.
Those slippery bullywugs. All right, so that was the place where they held her. So now,
but you don't see any. Whatever you used to, if you use ropes and stuff to tie them with, like you don't see ropes on the ground or anything. Like they're just gone.
Are the rocks still in the triangle shape and are they glowing?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Still glowing, yes. Although the glow is starting to fade away a little bit. And then you can head towards this direction because the footprints, you actually can see them start to go back in the direction of that room number 2 with the boulders in the shape of a square. And they continue down.
If we walk through room 2, I do not walk through the square. I walk around it.
Okay. Anybody else follow suit? Or
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Not to the center anymore.
Okay. So we'll say everybody avoids the center then. Yeah. Jack, you avoid the center as well.
Yeah, although I feel kind of like I want to go through the middle, but I guess I go around.
I mean, it's up to you. You're your own person.
I've already investigated it, so I think it's pretty safe.
So that sounds like you're walking through it.
Absolutely.
Okay. You walk through it. Nothing happens. It's fine. You get a little soot. You get a little soot on your feet from the charred dirt, but nothing major. And so you come down from there, and you head around this corner here, and the space opens up a little bit, and you actually see in this area, you can see there's a very large open area ahead of you, behind what appears to be 3 stone bullywug statues. Each one of the statues holds a mallet, and in front of each one of them is a drum. To the right, you can see a stone door and a path that follows the cave wall right here. And then to the left, you can see another stone door and a path that follows the cave wall. I'm sorry. To the left, you can see another stone door and a path that would appear to go down. You can hear water flowing, but from your location you cannot see it because you are standing over here. All right. So, yeah, what do you want to do?
It seems so obvious that we should not hit the drums with the mallets, but I so want to hit the drums with the mallets.
Right. Nothing that bad happened with the last set of 3.
Just a couple of bullywugs. What could happen?
Sounds like you need a rock wizard.
Are those drums made out of rocks?
No, they're not. They're drums.
He cracks his hand
The
anyways.
statues are stone.
It's the other kind of rock. The music rock. Yeah.
I'm a
So-
rock god.
So we're going to call it left, center, and right.
I mean, if
So,
we had our bard here, you would have played these damn drums like crazy.
as you say that, Lucar, you get a text on your smart stone.
I guess I'll look at it.
You look at it and it has a number. Like, it's not saved into your contacts, but it has a number, and it just says, and the message says, I can't believe you left.
I type new sending stone. Who's this?
And then the response, there's like, you just get left on red for the time being. So is there gonna be some drum playing? Is someone gonna hit one of these things? What's going on?
Man, get some hippie drum circle shit.
Skogar cannot resist.
Okay. Left, center, or right?
Are we doing this all at once or what?
Yeah, let's do it all at once.
Skogar slicks back his black bandana that he's wearing. He grabs the 2 spears like right at the back. So he kind of looks to he's got the one on the left. He looks to his right. You ready?
Who's the third person, or is Skogar doing 2?
I'm ready. I'll take the left one.
Let's do it.
All
And
right.
then he clicks in his hand. 1, 2, 3, and he's like, he's just jamming on it, thinking he's like ready to rock.
I'm just
And what are you
doing
hitting?
a simple like 4/4 time.
Skogar, what are you hitting the drums with?
His wooden spear handles.
Okay. And what about you?
I'm using
Velma.
my sock full of 4-sided dice.
Okay. Yeah, so you're all playing the drums. And it sounds not the best.
I think
Performance check? Wait. Rarely have I seen performance checks in our group of D&D players.
You can do a performance check if you'd like.
All right.
We'll
Well,
tell
I got a
you if
plus-
this drumming's good.
You got a
Yeah.
+4 on this.
7. I got a 7. I was a little offbeat.
13 for
Or maybe
Skogar.
more than a little.
15.
Oh wait, so Lucar, you're playing too?
Oh yeah, I wanted to follow along with Skogar.
Okay, but then what are you hitting it with?
My quarterstaff.
Okay. Yeah, so you and Skogar have this really cool, like slightly off time, behind the beat kind of cool beat thing going on, and then every once in a while you're of Velma trying to keep up. And
I should use a stick instead of this floppy bludgeon.
Guys,
okay.
I don't know if we should be making so much noise here. You're really good, and I'm just being drowned out by.
So when you say stick, what do you mean stick, Velma?
I don't have a one. So I just use the only bludgeon I have. And
Okay.
it's like all floppy, and so my performance, which probably wouldn't have been any good, is just terrible.
Okay, so I'm gonna just take a second to rewind momentarily to say, because this was mentioned in the description upon walking in, is that each one of these bullywug statues holds a mallet, and in front of each one of them is a drum.
Yeah, we
Wonder.
we
Maybe
did not want to
I'll
take the mallets.
So Velma, what are you hitting the drum with?
All right. Take two, people. Let's try this again with these mallets.
No.
Are you getting
Skogar
cold
grabs
feet?
it. Yeah.
All right.
How big
That
is
was,
it?
kind of, that was rocking, guys. You want to go again?
I only have a strength of 8. How big is it? The mallet.
It's like half the size of like the Harley Quinn comical hammer thing that she carries sometimes. So it's manageable for you, for your petite frame. So you're gonna take it out. It slides right out of the grip of the statue. So you're gonna hit the drum with it.
Yeah, on Skogar.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
And Skogar slams down his mallet. If it's a performance check, it's a crit 20.
So you take
I rolled
both
so good
mallets.
tonight.
You take both mallets out of the statues, and you're just like, and then Velma hits hers, and it's like, and
Right. Well, this is 11 this time, so I don't suck quite as bad as I did.
okay, so this is what happens. So we're going to start with the one on the left. So Velma, as you hit that one, the door that you see to the left, that's like a stone door, you see it slide open into another area on the left. On the center drum. There's so much shit. Okay. The one we're gonna say the one on the right, the one on the drum on the right, as you hit that one, this door also slides open, stone door, and looks to another open room. And then as you hit the center drum, so okay, it's 9:53. All right, so before I talk about the center drum, I want to talk about the left for a minute, and I want to give Velma an opportunity. Velma, would you care to go into that room that opened up after you hit that drum? Yes or no? You are on mute.
Sure, I'll go over there and look in.
Okay. You peer in and you see that there are 2 chests inside that room.
Mimics. Nice.
Are they hot?
They're not wearing bikinis.
All right.
So you see 2 chests, and then let's go back to so you're over there looking at that and like, oh, 2 chests, sweet. And then we're gonna stop there for you, but then we're gonna go back to the center drum. So Skogar, you are rocking out on this center drum, and you're just like,
So I'm repeatedly hitting it.
yeah, exactly. Right. So you hit the right one for like once or twice, but you're like, man, you're like, F this, I'm going 2 mallets on this center drum, and I'm going to town, and I'm gonna Neil Peart the shit out of this thing. And you start playing this insane drum solo on a single drum with these 2 mallets, and you hear all this water splashing around. And it just the more you hit the drum, the more violently you hear the water splash around, and it gets louder and louder and louder and louder. And then right at the pinnacle of the end of as your solo is about to end, a rather large water weird comes shooting up from behind the center statue, coming from below. And that is where we're going to cut off for tonight. So we will start the next session in initiative order, as this water weird is going to, it's just going to straight up attack you, Skogar. So spoilers, but yeah,
I am a rock god.
that's where we're gonna end for this evening. So
Nice.
Cool.
well done.
Nice.
So good. Yeah. Maybe you'll get a chance to try using your Mage Breeder Sphere again.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll see. All right, guys. Well, thanks for playing. I'll give there. We can have 2 options for next Wednesday if you want. So like if it's confirmed, like if Emily and John, if it's confirmed that you guys would not be making it, then and someone will want to do a one shot for the remaining folks that would be playing, we could do that. And
Man, am I gonna have to get those Blazeball rules immediately?
Get them ramped up.
We talked about making Blazeball rules while you were away, Bill.
Oh, okay. I do have a skeleton. I do have a skeleton of some Blazeball rules started.
Nice.
Which I can share if you want to embellish upon them and keep creating something. That's fine too. I don't care. It's kind of actually, I was hoping that Jack would just keep talking about Blazeball to the point where he would actually make the rules.
Make up rules.
Yeah, as it goes, and then just compile them over the sessions into what Blazeball really would be. So yeah, I would say we could just chat on Discord or something to decide what we want to do, because I think it would be cool if we had everybody here for the next session for the fight and everything coming up. So
okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, someone can do a little one-shot deal or something. So awesome. Well, thanks everybody. Have a good night.
Will Skogar become a rock wizard? How long before we get to see Jack play Blazeball? Why is Azuri so scared all the time? Will Lissa be able to control the Harpy in her Mage Breeder sphere? How many times does Lucar eat in a day? Who is Jace the Dust Cleric, and why is he so important to Azuri? There will be answers to these questions and many more on the next episode of Eberron Adventures.